Are you sick and tired of being disrespected and treated bad? Well, I got the remedy for you. Stay tuned. What's up, everybody? BC, welcome back to another video. I wanted to do this video because the topic of disrespect, self-confidence, self-esteem is something I've talked about for a long time and people enjoy. And I wanted to break this down for you because a lot of people who follow me typically are younger and aspiring business people. You know, they're moving into the next chapter of their life. And this is something they deal with a lot because they either grew up with it as a problem or they're experiencing it now being new in an industry or in a group or in a setting where everybody is more established. So they're getting punked in a sense, okay? And they're tired of being treated like shit and they want an answer, okay? So I'm gonna give 5, 6, 7 bullet points for you as far as why people are disrespecting you, why they're getting that edge on you, why they're bullying you, why they're punking you. And I'm gonna give you some reasons why. And as we continue this video and this series, I'll be giving you more and more to help you remedy this. Because once certain switches go off inside of you, you're not going to be dealing with this, okay? I'm speaking from experience because when I was little, for a while, I was bullied and I got over it. And I want to share some of the things I've been doing my whole life since then to make sure that I keep developing as a man and I do not put myself again in those situations, okay? This is the first one, and this is more energetic. This is more inside, and it has to do with you. You have a weak presence. Your presence is weak. A lot of it is your eye contact, how you carry yourself. Do you have good posture or are you slumped over? Are your hands in your pockets and you're looking down and you seem disinterested and you're making your body smaller, or are you open, expanded, receptive to others, making your presence known? Not that you're going out of your way to beat your chest and yell and be loud, but you're there. You're firm, you're planted, you're relaxed. A lot of this can be worked on at home. So if I can give people advice right away that's going to be applicable for all these points is how you are at home. That level of comfort, that level of being relaxed. That's ideally how you want to be when you go out. Then you're going to have your most power. Because a lot of people are super comfortable at home, but then you throw them in a social setting and they're all tense and okay? So you want to get to that level of comfort. Your presence, that's the first one. Your presence is too weak. We want to work on that. It's going to take time. It's going to take you putting in those situations more. One thing I can recommend that will help with all of this, but especially this one is, and I've been recommending it for years, go to Toastmasters. It's like 10 or 20 bucks a year. It's a public speaking group that specifically works on that. You're going to get in front of 10 or 15 or 20 people and work on your speaking skills, okay? Life is out there, not on these videos. It's out there with other human beings, and you need to work on your presence if you want to influence, persuade, or get anything you want out of life, okay? Go to Toastmasters. Number 2 is eye contact and your voice, okay? Your voice. I'm somebody who's worked on my voice a lot. I used to be a little bit more soft-spoken, but I realized soft equals weak. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean weak, but somewhere in our DNA and our genetic makeup, weak is associated with having a lower voice or soft voice like this, right? Because even if you think of the movies, the person who was of the lowest class, who would maybe be trying to talk to the king or have their voice heard, would be like, oh no, please, please. And then, the king or the prince or somebody of power would have this booming voice like this, my people, okay? Now, I'm not sitting here and saying one is right or one is wrong or, oh, okay, you should be a peasant or not. That's irrelevant. I'm just talking about what people respond to, and that's what this is, period. So work on your voice. Not that you have to be obnoxiously loud, but make your normal voice louder. Okay, it's going to help you a lot, and especially if you're a man, you want that. That is a necessary requirement. Same thing with eye contact. Work on locking eyes with people. This is my number one gripe we can say about other people is their eye contact for the most part sucks. They can't even hold eye contact. People will not respect you if you look them in the eye when you're talking to them. Now, that's not to say that you glare at them the whole time like that. You can look away, but 80% of the time, lock eyes with them. Smile, nod, confirm, look them in the eye. Okay, if that makes you uncomfortable, work on this. Stare at yourself in the mirror. Because I guarantee you, if looking at other people in the eyes makes you uncomfortable, you're uncomfortable looking at yourself in the eyes. Stand in the mirror for a minute or two straight every day and just stare at your eyes like this, like I'm looking into the camera. Okay? And you'll see that after a week or two, you'll be a different person. Number 3, and this comes with experience mostly, you're too self-conscious. Ultimately, you want your attention and your energy, your eye contact and everything to be out with your environment so you can interact with it. Okay? When you're self-conscious, which is how most people are, all your attention is on you. So you can't pick up on conversations. You're not going to know what to say. You're going to be nervous because all your attention is here. Oh, where's my hands? You're not like that when you're at home. Remember what I said in the beginning? You're not self-conscious at home. You're relaxed and you're chilled. So get out there more. That's a signal to me when somebody's self-conscious that activity, social settings, going to like a nightclub, right? You don't have to drink, or going to networking events, or going anywhere where they have to socialize with people. You need to do that more. But if you're self-conscious, people can see it. We all can spot and see somebody and feel. That's the main one. You feel when somebody's self-conscious. You can tell. And they're like, especially a speaker. Okay, I used to be that way too. A lot of these things I used to suffer from, I just fixed them and I continue to work on them and refine them and make them better. And this is what you need to do. So whatever you're self-conscious in most, if it's social situations, then get out there and do it more. Force yourself to be uncomfortable, because that's how you're going to get it out of your system. It's going to require a lot of work. It's like jumping out of an airplane, but it's a good feeling, okay? Here's another one. You allow it. People talk shit to you, you don't say anything. People cross the line with you, you don't put your foot down. People do things that you don't approve of, and instead of saying, hey man, I don't appreciate that, so you didn't know before, now you know. I don't like that, don't do it. You don't say that. And then you sit there at night and you cry on your pillow and you beat yourself up and you're like, for 2 weeks, man, I should have said that and I should have put my foot down. How do I know? Because I've done that. You don't want to do that anymore. Stand up for yourself. I'm not saying you tell everybody to go fuck themselves. No. But if somebody does something that's disrespectful, say, hey dude, that may not have been your intention. However, I took that as disrespectful. I would appreciate it if you don't do that anymore. Okay? That's my line. And if they say, fuck you, I'm going to keep doing it, then leave. Then leave. You don't have to fight everybody. Leave. Period. But put your foot down. Have some sort of boundary. Why do you allow people to step all over you? It's bullshit. It's bullshit. This is one of the reasons I never got a corporate job, because you have to put up with that shit. And I wouldn't be able to live with myself. All that brown nosing and people gossiping and kissing ass one minute and talking shit the next. I want nothing to do with that shit ever. It's fake, it's stupid, and all it does is destroy the human spirit, which I am in the process of reviving and making better and making stronger, because that's what I do. And that's what I focus on with myself and how I want to help other people, period. So stop allowing that, okay? Start putting your foot down. If you have to practice these dialogues, practice with yourself to get yourself ready for that moment that somebody disrespects you, because it's going to happen. Sometimes people do it unintentionally. It's okay, but they're so used to other people not saying anything that when you say something, it might snap them out of it. Or it'll reveal their true colors. Because they'll say, well, fuck you, I want to keep doing it. Then you can say, okay, then we're not going to hang out anymore because I'm not going to be disrespected. And if you can't respect that, then I can't respect you. Period. End of story. Okay? Here's another one, and this is, I think, the key one. You don't respect yourself or see yourself as strong. Deep down inside, you're not doing the work. You're not showing up. You're not keeping your word. You're not going after what you want in life. And you're not displaying to yourself those qualities that make you feel like, hey, I'm somebody who's worthy. I'm somebody who's deserving. Now, only you can fix that. You can watch my videos or someone else's videos all day, but that's the self-work and self-analysis that you're going to have to do and work on, period, when you're not watching these videos, okay? So if you can't even get your ass out of bed early and make your bed, how are you going to expect people to respect you or conquer the world or make a lot of money and get all the cars that you want and girls and all that stuff if you can't even wake the fuck up and make your bed? Kidding me? What's going on? Start with that, okay? Start with that. Again, here's another one. You don't owe anybody anything, okay? The fact that you're alive and that you're doing what you do and that you show up and you're willing to keep moving forward is enough for you to respect yourself. But start gaining some of that self-respect back. If you know, as an example, right now, you don't really keep to your word and you say you're going to do something and you don't, change that. You know, the moment that I'm bringing this topic up, exactly what you need to do and what you need to change. If you're not happy with your weight, change it. If you're not happy with the people around you, get rid of them. If you're not happy with your income, get a new job, start entrepreneur endeavor, change it. Make some changes, man. If you're not happy how you manage money, get a financial management system. Commit to reading that one fucking book that's going to change your life. Go to that seminar that you need to go to learn the system. Whatever it is, do it. Once you get an action of working on these things and changing them, you've tapped into what we call progress. And with progress, that's the number one way to be and remain fulfilled as a human being, because that's what we're built for, is progress. Whether it's your spiritual journey, financial journey, your relationships, your mental health, if you're progressing as a human being, odds are you're going to be satisfied and moving forward and happy and more enthusiastic than the people around you because you're progressing. It's when we sit on the couch, we sit idly, and we don't do anything that we start feeling bad and getting into the dumps of depression because we're not doing shit and we're not doing shit about it. And that has to stop, okay? But who's responsible for all of that? You, me, the individual, I. That's it. People think in this new era that videos are going to change everything. No, they're a great way to get information at the click of a button super quick. But when you shut it off, you have to do the work. And again, I've been saying this since the very beginning because I knew what would happen with video. I knew people would become like super into it. Okay? Make these changes, man. Make this commitment, especially going into 2020. Otherwise, you're going to continue to be disrespected. You're going to continue to be miserable. People are going to keep treating you like shit. And all you're going to do is become this negative Nancy. And I've seen it happen to too many people where they get bullied and fucked with so much that they just get mad at the world. And instead of fixing themselves, all they do is point the finger and complain. Do something about it. If you need to pick up martial arts, do it. Okay, now I'm not condoning violence, whether it's verbal, emotional violence, or physical violence. However, if you're ever in that situation where you need to defend yourself, I'm all for people defending themselves. If somebody hits you or gets you in a corner and they start swinging and you got to do what you got to do, then handle it, man. But you want to have that confidence because guess what? Since I started fighting and boxing and training, I'm the opposite now. I talk myself out of fights because I don't want to hurt anybody, man. Okay? But again, it gives you a certain confidence and air to yourself that can't be replicated otherwise unless you do that. Okay? So you know what you need to work on. I'll do a quick recap and then we'll end the video. You have a weak presence. Fix it. Your eye contact and voice needs work. Fix it. You're self-conscious. You're too self-conscious. Take that attention from here to out here. You allow yourself to be disrespected. Number 4. And lastly, you don't respect yourself and you don't see yourself as strong or deserving to be respected. And again, that has to be fixed from within you. Okay? Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a like if you did enjoy it, as it boosts the channel's credibility or visibility, I guess would be the word the most. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. My personal vlog channel, my show, and also my Supreme Being podcast channel. Be sure to subscribe to those. Also, partner with Team BC if you're associated with real estate at all. Go to partnerwithteambc.com. And lastly, if you're not a part of my Modern Success program, which is my personal coaching and mentorship program, we are filling up quickly. We have about 300 people, and one of my goals next year is to get it to 1,000. And we have our next live event in Vegas, February 29th and March 1st. You can go to bryancasella.com, or you can go to my Instagram, and the link in the bio is my program. Okay, that's it for this one. Leave a comment below if you want to add anything. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.